The epic rivalry, Xbox versus PlayStation. In the world of video gaming, few rivalries have captivated audiences as much as the battle between Xbox and PlayStation. These two titans of gaming have spent decades vying for dominance, innovating in technology, creating iconic franchises, and amassing loyal fanbases. Their competition has shaped the gaming industry, influencing how games are developed, marketed, and consumed. This video explores the history, strategies, and key moments of the rivalry between Xbox and PlayStation, highlighting how it has evolved and what the future may hold. Sony enters the scene with PlayStation. The seeds of the Xbox versus PlayStation rivalry were planted in the mid-1990s. Sony entered the gaming market with the original PlayStation in 1994, a bold move that came after its failed partnership with Nintendo to develop a CD-based console. Leveraging its expertise in hardware and an innovative approach to gaming, the PlayStation quickly gained popularity, introducing iconic franchises like Final Fantasy, Gran Turismo, and Tekken. By the time the PlayStation 2 launched in 2000, Sony had established itself as a dominant force in the gaming industry. The PS2 became the best-selling console of all time, boasting an extensive library of games and backward compatibility with the original PlayStation. Microsoft joins the fray. Meanwhile, Microsoft was observing the growing gaming market. Recognizing the potential for home consoles to become multimedia hubs, Microsoft launched the original Xbox in 2001. With powerful hardware, an internal hard drive, and the introduction of Xbox Live, Microsoft positioned itself as a forward-thinking competitor to Sony and Nintendo. The Xbox was home to groundbreaking titles like Halo, Combat Evolved, which became a cultural phenomenon and defined the first-person shooter, FPS, genre for years to come. While the original Xbox couldn't surpass the PlayStation 2's dominance, it set the stage for a rivalry that would define the gaming landscape for decades. Microsoft strikes first. In 2005, Microsoft released the Xbox 360, a year ahead of Sony's PlayStation 3. This early launch gave Microsoft a crucial head start. The Xbox 360 introduced key innovations, including Xbox Live Marketplace, achievements, and an emphasis on online multiplayer gaming. Titles like Gears of War, Halo 3, and Forza Motorsport helped the Xbox 360 build a robust game library. Microsoft also focused on third-party relationships, securing exclusive or timed exclusive content from major publishers, a strategy that drew players to the platform. Sony stumbles but recovers. The PlayStation 3, launched in 2006, faced significant challenges. Its high launch price, $599 for the premium model, and complex hardware architecture made it difficult for developers to optimize games. Early titles often performed better on the Xbox 360, damaging Sony's reputation. However, Sony slowly recovered by leveraging its strong first-party studios, delivering critically acclaimed exclusives like Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, The Last of Us, and God of War 3. Over time, the PS3 caught up in sales, with both consoles ultimately selling over 80 million units. A misstep for Microsoft. The next generation saw a dramatic shift in the rivalry. In 2013, Microsoft unveiled the Xbox One with a controversial focus on multimedia features rather than gaming. Policies such as always online DRM and restrictions on used games alienated gamers, forcing Microsoft to backtrack before launch. The mandatory inclusion of the Kinect also inflated the console's price, making it $100 more expensive than the PlayStation 4. Sony's triumph. Sony capitalized on Microsoft's missteps by positioning the PlayStation 4 as a gaming-first console. Its lower price point, simpler hardware design, and strong emphasis on first-party exclusives helped the PS4 dominate the generation. Titles like Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, and God of War solidified the PS4 as the go-to console for gaming enthusiasts. By the end of the generation, the PS4 had sold over 116 million units, far outpacing the Xbox One's estimated 51 million. Despite its setbacks, the Xbox One did gain traction with services like Xbox Game Pass, which would later become a cornerstone of Microsoft's strategy. A more balanced battle. The latest generation, launched in late 2020, has seen a closer competition between Xbox and PlayStation. Both the Xbox Series X Vertical Bar S and PlayStation 5 have powerful hardware, with the Series 10 offering slightly better specs and the PS5 featuring faster load times thanks to its custom SSD. Sony continues to leverage its strong lineup of exclusive games, including Demon's Souls, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, and Horizon Forbidden West. Meanwhile, Microsoft has doubled down on its Game Pass service, offering an extensive library of games for a monthly subscription and acquiring major studios like Bethesda, 2021, and Activision Blizzard, pending finalization in 2024. These acquisitions have strengthened Xbox's position by securing future exclusives like Starfield and The Elder Scrolls V. Exclusive games. One of the most significant battlegrounds between Xbox and PlayStation has been exclusive games. Sony has consistently invested in its first-party studios, producing critically acclaimed franchises such as The Last of Us, Uncharted, and Ghost of Tsushima. These games have often set benchmarks for storytelling and graphics, cementing PlayStation's reputation as a haven for single-player experiences. Microsoft, on the other hand, initially struggled to match Sony's first-party output. However, its recent acquisitions of studios like Obsidian, Ninja Theory, and Bethesda suggest a renewed focus on delivering exclusive content. Online services. The introduction of Xbox Live revolutionized online gaming, creating a robust infrastructure for multiplayer experiences. Sony eventually followed suit with PlayStation Network, but Xbox Live remained the gold standard for years. In recent years, Microsoft's Game Pass has emerged as a game changer, offering hundreds of games for a low subscription fee. This service has been praised for its value, allowing players to access new releases on day one. Sony has responded with an overhaul of its PlayStation Plus service, incorporating a library of older titles and some new games, but Game Pass remains a critical differentiator. Hardware innovations. Both companies have pushed the envelope with hardware innovations. Microsoft introduced backward compatibility for older Xbox titles, a feature praised by fans. Sony, meanwhile, focused on immersive technologies like the DualSense controller for the PS5, which offers haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, enhancing gameplay immersion. The rivalry has also fostered passionate fanbases, often leading to heated debates in online forums and social media. Terms like console wars reflect the competitive nature of this rivalry, though both companies have increasingly embraced cross-platform play and collaboration in recent years. Microsoft's bold moves. Microsoft's aggressive acquisition strategy signals its intention to dominate the future of gaming. With the integration of cloud gaming via Xbox Cloud Gaming and the expansion of Game Pass, Microsoft is positioning itself as a leader in accessibility and convenience. Sony's continued excellence. Sony's strategy remains rooted in high-quality exclusives and innovative hardware. With upcoming titles like Spider-Man 2 and Final Fantasy XVI, Sony aims to maintain its dominance in the premium gaming market. The rise of cloud gaming. As cloud gaming and subscription services gain traction, the rivalry may shift away from hardware and exclusives toward ecosystems and services. Both companies are investing heavily in this space, indicating that the future of the Xbox versus PlayStation battle may be fought on entirely new grounds. The rivalry between Xbox and PlayStation has defined the gaming industry for over 2 decades, driving innovation and inspiring some of the greatest games ever made. While both companies have taken different approaches to success, their competition has ultimately benefited gamers, offering a diverse range of experiences and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in gaming. As the industry evolves, so too will this legendary rivalry, ensuring that the battle between Xbox and PlayStation remains as exciting as ever. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.